All right. Welcome
never
everyone.
How dapper your hat was.
Welcome everyone to another, session 2 of the Hunters of the Hauk campaign, monster hunting at its finest. We took a break last week, mainly because of me. No worries. We are back live and in charge. Ooh, that's a nice token you got there. I like that new updated one. Let me zoom in on that. Hold on. See if I can find it for the stream. Let me switch over to the map so we can peep these tokens.
It's Control Z.
Drive thing.
Or Shift Z.
That's the point. Actually, yeah. If you just click on the token, and I think it's Shift Z. Yeah.
Shift Z. Shift Z.
The shift one.
Oh, that's amazing. Love it.
It's huge.
Melvin is so funny.
Look at the little intricate details on the side. I like that.
With all the notes going around.
I never realized just how dapper your hat was.
There's the
really
gears.
Nice hat.
Boomy. Love that.
And it's called a friend of ours is doing a kind of like a drive where they're drawing tokens for people as for donations to their cause. Which cause was that again?
The Trevor Project.
That's right.
So for a donation, if you want a custom little token.
And I believe every single one of us has got them in the pot.
They'll let you know where you can get that done.
Some are close to being started, some are not at this point.
Yeah, he got quite a few folks right away.
He and I were like,
yeah, we were the first and second.
We were like first 5. I think D might have been first.
Yeah. D was first. You were 4.
Yeah. I want to see if he'll do one for the Strahd. Like if we could all do Strahd ones.
Yeah, eventually.
Let me go ahead and update
I think he's got a backlog at the moment.
Yeah, he definitely has a backlog, but Strahd will be going on for a while. So.
Yes, it will. So we're not.
That'll be fine. Yeah.
Currently, it looks like they have a backlog of 5.
Oh.
Which, other than the one they're currently doing, the next 4 are for this.
Oh yeah, you guys should all follow Cubes on Instagram if you are on Instagram, because he does a lot of this stuff.
I gotta get like a bot for that stuff. I'm gonna work with you on that.
Oh, you need help with a bot?
Yeah, I'll
sort it during the week.
I'll have you. Yeah. All right, guys.
I can help you.
We've got about 2-3 hours of your time if you've got enough to spend. Maybe 30 minutes here, maybe the whole time. We're gonna pick up where we left off 2 weeks ago with our group of adventurers coming together for the first time, or at least most of them for the first time. And basically, last time, Simon Shisk, a member of the Hunters of the Hauk, a guild member, took these fresh recruits, these contenders for guild membership, out into the wilderness and gave them basically the bare necessities to survive. So like a hatchet, one water skin, I think some rope.
Single roll of rope.
Yeah, it's just like the bare minimum of stuff. I mean, they kept their weapons for the most part, but gave them the bare minimum, no food, and said, hey, if you can make it to the guild without using a map, without food already given to you, if you can make it back and survive the wild, you are in. And so that's the challenge for these level 1 characters, is to travel back to the guild after being placed into the woods without a map and just their wit. And as they began journeying through the woods, they did eventually come across some goblins along a creek. These goblins had either just hunted or were hunting or were hunted by a wolf. Because when the party comes across there's a dead wolf and there's an injured goblin. Some of the party members, as they're trying to find a way to, they're trying to find their ebb and flow, trying to figure out who's good at what and what the priorities need to be, were a little bit discombobulated. Some wanted to talk to these goblins. Some wanted to take on the goblins, knowing that goblins, at least in this area, are up to no good. Eventually, fight did ensue. And the party came out victorious. With one goblin knocked unconscious and tied up. And tonight we're going to see what they do with that goblin. And tonight, hopefully, we get to see them return to the guild and obtain what is called a green cloak, which is their identifying characteristic of a new recruit of the guild of the Hunters of the Hauk. So that is what we're going to pick up tonight. I'm going to turn it over to the players. Players, you just finished combat. You just killed a bunch, well, not a bunch, but you killed a handful of goblins, and now you have one tied up unconscious. What would you like to do?
Just while everyone's dealing with the goblin, can I go over and just start breaking down the wolf corpse?
Oh yeah, you want to for like parts and meat and such?
Get the pelt, get the meat, stuff. Yeah, just start breaking it down.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
I'd like to give him the help action as well.
Yeah, that'll give him advantage, yeah.
Okay. Okay, first roll with the new Kaz dice. Be nice to me. Okay, that's 19.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. So basically from this wolf, I mean,
I'm glad you gave me advantage because one of them was a 2.
you get the pelt. It's gonna take some time, but you have time. Time is not like against you right now. But you can get the pelt. You can carve out bone if you need it for whatever reason. There is definitely pieces of meat that you can carve and ration and cook and dry and all this other stuff if you need it. If you want souvenirs with that high of enough check, you could also take teeth if you need to. That sort of thing. 19's pretty good to get all that.
Okay. I'll just grab the 2 major canines.
Okay.
And then the rest of it, I'm just going to be trying to... The meat, I'm not that bothered about how well I cut it off, because at the end of the day, it's, it's not the best quality meat. The pelt, however, I want to take as much time as possible.
Okay.
Is there any way we could get some of like the I don't know how, but like the fat from it so we can use it for torches if we need to?
Oh yeah, that's very smart. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say overall.
I have no idea what that entails.
No, I mean the 19's good enough to get all that. I would say the rough time that you're working with is probably like about an hour. So you get a short rest in if you need it to get what you need from this wolf.
That's fine. My thought was, I'll stop and I'll just sort of look at everyone crowding around this goblin that they've tied up, and I'm like, right, you guys deal with that. I'll deal with this. This is the thing I know how to do. I'll deal with this part. I'm not good at talking to people. I'll just stay out of the conversation.
Lungs actually burn rather well.
Mm.
that in
I
mind.
think Seer would actually ask the group, and while looking at the goblin, because I remember I tried to heal it naturally last week.
Yes.
Seer
Let's
would
say,
look
was
the
the
rest of
goblin
the
was
party.
the goblin unconscious? I don't remember.
I think they pretty sure they're unconscious. I think there was some healing that was done to keep it from dying.
Okay.
But I do believe they're unconscious
But
at
it
this
did
point.
get flopped.
I think Seer would turn to the rest of the party and be like, how much do we want this goblin alive?
I was like, I don't care one way or another.
I also don't care one way or another.
Wasn't my I wasn't the one who wanted to talk to him. Who wanted to talk to him again?
If we carry him around, he'll wake up eventually. We don't need to spend any resources to pick his brain later.
Like, well, I ain't carrying him.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yes,
As he just sort
but,
of pokes his head up from the from the wolf.
Yeah, Marvin is just playing like motivational music to help with the carving of the wolf.
can any of us speak to him? As I accidentally discovered, none of them speak common. How will we communicate with him, if that is the case?
I don't speak goblin. Any of you speak goblin? Or
Nope.
Melvin looks around.
Symbology works just as well as language for simple communication. We could put the symbol of the hawk into the dirt, ask it for a direction. We won't be able to trust it necessarily, but it would give us some indication.
Didn't we just like maybe kill his family and friends?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't want to talk to you guys if you killed my family or friends.
Quite right. I don't know how reliable directions or instructions.
Maybe he'll be nice and we can have a pet.
I already have one of those.
You have a goblin for a pet?
No, I just have a pet, just not a goblin. As you
Oh.
as you notice, a little tiny white head pokes out from under his collar and just starts climbing on the wolf. And there's just this little tiny white dragon. It's like 2 to 3 feet long.
That's a nice lizard you have there.
Yeah, that dragon's almost as long as Melvin is tall. So
Yeah. That's the point. Do we have her token on Roll20? I don't see it.
Do we have what?
I don't think we have Vespera on Roll20.
Oh, I don't have the young token, but I have the other one. Let me see if I can find an image. Because you sent it to me.
I've got the young one. I'll put it in the group chat real quick so you can just grab it.
There you go. Yeah, I'll grab it from there.
But yeah,
Love
for everyone,
that.
this is Vespera.
And
And I'm assuming since Ogden's the closest, you might notice. You know how we mentioned before that I have the weird eye, where I have like the dragon's eye on one side. The dragon has the exact opposite of they have my eye on that side.
that's interesting.
So it's like my right
100%.
eye is the dragon's right eye is mine.
100% he's gonna reach out and try to give it a little scratch.
She sort of stops, stares at you, she goes, oh. And then lets it go. Sorry, she tries to avoid social encounters a lot.
I relate to that.
nobody can talk to this goblin, and now that we've sat here and the adrenaline and stuff's gone, and we're pretty sure that we're not even going to be able to trust what the goblin says. What are we keeping the goblin for?
Are you gonna kill him, Melvin?
I mean, we killed the other ones.
Yeah, but they were attacking us, and now it's just
Only
sitting
been like an hour
there.
since they were attacking us.
Yeah.
Chris, we already discussed that goblins are not necessarily like an invasive species, but they aren't normally in the ecosystems here, right?
They are. What we discussed last week is that in this area, goblins aren't commonly met in terms of civilization. They are out there, and in this area, they're not prone to be collaborative on a societal base. Like they keep to themselves, and they're. It's not like they're dumb or anything. They don't care for most of the humans or the elves in the Broken Tithe region. Because the wild has become so rampant that they feel like, they have a little bit more of a say in how the woods and the wild is governed and their placement within that environment. So typically, more than often, if anyone encounters goblins, it's usually on site for the goblins. And unless you're a warrior, you're not gonna go find a goblin, so you'd run away. But they're not popular. It's not like you're gonna run into them every single time you go traveling down the road either.
Yeah, so not less that they're rare and not not usually from here, and more just running into them is, like you said, it's mostly on site.
Yeah, this might even make sense because for the goblins, they're surviving the wilds just like anyone else. So these creatures these beasts or these darkening times that have been plaguing the Broken Tithe region don't only plague the towns and the villages. It plagues any other creature that might live in those areas. Something's always being hunted by something else. So the goblins, it could be one of those situations where it's like they're surviving just like you are, but they're gonna choose themselves over you. They're not necessarily evil. It's just that they don't work well with anyone else in terms of, especially the lower goblins. They're following orders, so a lot of them are gonna be, they may have been told, hey, we don't work with outsiders. We can't trust them. They're not necessarily evil, but that's kind of how things have progressed in this area.
Melvin will look at the others and be like, yeah, well, since we can't communicate, we don't have to kill him, but I mean, we don't have to take him with us either if it's not going to do anything. Just put him in that bush over there, untie him, and when he wakes up, he can figure out what to do with himself. Probably won't try to cross us again.
I'd second that decision. I just thought that Seer wanted to speak with them.
I was attempting to originally, but when that proved fruitless, it is what it is, I suppose. On that note, I think Seer, assuming that we've all come to this decision, I think Seer would start untying them. She would leave like the bandages that she left on in general and stuff, but she'd start untying him and stuff.
Okay. While you're untying, taking the time to relinquish this goblin, so that way when it wakes up, it can do what it needs to do to survive. There's a moment where you feel, as you're undoing the bondage, that the forest is watching you, and you had this feeling before, when you were, when the mission began. You felt like there was this presence in the forest, kind of heavy on the party, on the group itself, and it was waiting to see what you would do at first. And then you guys started taking your first steps into the wild on your own. In this moment, you feel that presence again.
Above the table, does it with like an arcana, or does it feel like scrying, like somebody's? Can we save against it, or is it just
It's
happening?
it's just a happening kind of stance.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely not a scry type of thing.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, Kaz, you almost done there?
Let's untie him and try to get to this lodge. It's really foresty out here, and I don't like it.
Um, could I look up and just kind of gauge what time of the day it is? Like, is it in the afternoon or?
So looking around you, you guys know that it had rained recently, and so the forest itself is really wet. There's some muddy areas. There's dew that is dropping from the leaves above. The time of day, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys were towards the later half of the day at this point. Probably somewhere in the 3 to 6 region. You don't have a watch on you, but based off of sun checks and cloud checks and what have you, you would probably put yourself in that range from 3 to 6, somewhere in there.
Does anyone want anything in particular off this?
Off the wolf?
No. But
Yeah.
thank you.
Is there any particular parts anyone wants before we leave it?
You did say that you were taking the hide with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide, most of
The
the meat.
reason I took as
two
long as I
canines.
did was for the hide.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, the meat's not going to be the greatest quality, so I'm not that bothered about the speed at which I get the meat, but I want this hide.
We'll just leave. Do you want to just leave the hide with the goblin as like well, I mean, sorry we might have killed your family. Here's some of a wolf carcass.
Well,
Melvin, I'm sure that will
you can have the rest of the
absolutely make him not hate us.
If he hates us or not, I just figure.
It's an act of charity after we killed his family.
So we're not taking it.
Can I just sort of like put a blade in between, sort of right next to the top of the spine, and just sort of run it down one side, sort of how you would like cut a side of beef off, basically.
Yep.
And just try it. I'm just going to cut like one side off and just leave it on the floor, so that like I've left something for him, because I imagine they were probably hunting it for food. And so if we're leaving this goblin alive, I'm at least leaving them food. I'm not leaving them to starve in the middle of this forest.
Okay.
I would also like to take some of the long bones, like the leg bones.
Okay.
Well,
And then I remembered
with me as well,
I remembered last session when I was when we were walking through the forest, I picked up some comfrey, which is for like broths and stuff. I think I would leave also some with the hide and meat that we're leaving for the goblin too, just as another peace offering.
Got it.
It's mostly just you know, we ran into each other, came to blows.
They lost.
You lived. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Boomy would like to like use prestidigitation on some of the dead goblins, like clothing, and then make it into strips to take, and then like any salvageable materials that could possibly use for crafting, like sinew strings, anything metal.
Oh yeah.
Wood.
As far as currently what they have on them, they have leather armor, they have shields. The shields are wooden. Short bows, scimitars, that's the most metal you're gonna find on them, is the scimitars themselves and the tips of the arrows that they use. But yeah, I mean you also might find like a few piercings here and there that they might have on them. That's the general gist of what they have when you're scavenging the goblins. But if you're looking for other things, like kind of like how you guys break down the wolf. If you want to break down the goblins too, that's up to you. But like that's the gist of what you'll find.
No, Boomy, I mean, as an artificer, I need crafting materials, especially as I level up. So I'm really just looking for stuff that I can use to like melt down and then create something else. So if you just wanted to give me an amount of crafting materials that I could put in my inventory, or I can just put all of that in my.
I'm going to make the wild assumption that they're.
I got it prepared for level 3, okay?
Yeah, no. I would say take. I don't know. I'll have to look at the. I've never played Artificer before. Take. Does it do it in like quantities? Take like 2. I don't know what 2 of what you'd be taking.
That's fine. We can figure it out. We can figure it out later. I just. I'm going to be looking for scraps of anything that I can use to build other
now
things.
Has 2 scraps.
I have 2 scraps. 2 scraps.
What is this, the TF2 currency?
Take 2. Take 2 of what?
They use for currency, right?
something.
I'm assuming that arrows aren't long enough for me to use.
Depending on what you're trying to use it for.
Toothpicks.
For me, they're basically just a stick.
Yeah, you could repurpose them for sure, but they're goblin made. If that makes any difference to you.
I could duct tape 2 of them together to make them long enough for my bow.
Yeah, because their arrows are equipped for short bows, so yeah, you wouldn't be viable if you're using the long bow too much. But so I mean, it's just a difference of their own make.
I'm gonna pull out some of the rope and just sort of cut off maybe 3-4 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that to tie the legs of the half of wolf together and swing it over my neck.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So I've basically turned it into like a mini backpack type thing of just I've got half a wolf hanging off my back, basically.
Okay. So gotcha. So Kaz is carrying carcass of wolf.
And the fur. I took the fur.
And the fur. Okay.
I have the sort of part. I basically have a fur carpet that's unfinished.
Okay. All right. Well, wrapping up this area of the wilderness, you guys continue on. Going back to the map real quick. Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Something happened. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Dun, dun, dun.
St. Len's, thank you.
Something.
I think they did a follow. I'm still getting used to all this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the looking at the map where you guys are at, you guys surmised that you were probably somewhere along the northern end, and you guys were heading south. I think is what we said, or is it you guys? You guys said you go heading south.
I think we believed we were somewhere around here.
Yeah. So you guys continue heading south in that direction, knowing that I would say most of you feel comfortable understanding and knowing that you probably won't make it to the guild before nightfall. So my question is to the group is, do you continue to traverse throughout the night, or do you stop and rest for a long rest at some point?
Well, we'll be
I
either.
think Seer would would say that she wants to stop, and that she would view night as too dangerous to keep going.
Melvin would absolutely stop. Melvin's brother. For everyone wondering why I keep saying that. Anyway, yeah, Melvin.
We all
would
know who
absolutely,
Marvin is.
Yeah, Melvin would absolutely basically try to get everybody on the side of not pushing through the night.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't see very well in the dark.
Yeah, neither can Melvin. Melvin be like, I can't see when it's dark, so it would be a beacon with a fire one way or another.
Chris.
Yes.
How do you feel about long rests being Like, do they have to be you sleep for 8 hours, or is it just 8 hours of rest?
That's a good question. This is the perfect time to clarify how that's going to work.
Mhm.
So, for the long rest in this game, what we'll do is it's 8 hours for long rest, but you only need to spend 6 of those hours actually sleeping. So the other 2 could be spent on a watch, or if you're one doing dinner and you're cooking it and cleaning the pots and pans, whatever it is, using those extra 2 hours to read or break down stuff or craft something, whatever, or you have those extra 2 hours, but 6 of the 8 hours needs to be done sleeping to get a full long rest. Unless you're like an elf for whatever reason, then you can trance.
Can I sort of? Who had the hand axe? What we were given?
I don't remember who picked up the.
And whoever has
Was
it,
it Boomy? I think Boomy picked it up, right?
An axe?
I genuinely don't remember
hatchet.
who had it. Like, we were given
A hatchet?
the hatchet with the bag that we were given.
Yeah, someone picked it up.
I wasn't trying to carry very much because I'm a very small creature with.
I know
Not a
Kaz
lot of
used it
strength.
earlier.
Oh, then I probably still have it. Okay. He's just sort of going to look at everyone. Okay, well, I guess start getting stuff ready. I'm going to go and get some wood. So I already have. I think I went and got a little bit of firewood, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I
Is it
think
firewood or am I
yeah.
correct?
No, I think you guys had done some stuff earlier. I think because you said you were looking for wood earlier in last session, but it was kind of wet, so it's not the best
Yeah.
wood.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just sort of going to leave it behind. Just be like, right, I'm going to make sure I can get enough stuff to actually last that through the night.
Yeah, and Marvin will use prestidigitation to dry the wood
Yes,
as
love
best
that.
he can.
Love that.
And I'm going to go and find specifically thin, still living wood to try and build what is effectively like a spit for over the top of the fire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and try and find dead wood for firewood.
Love it. Okay. When you guys are looking for a place to rest, what is the priorities here? Do we just want to make a check and I can give you a range of things to choose from, or is there something specific you're looking for?
I mean, my suggestion would just be flat, open ground with enough space for all of us.
Onlin's gonna suggest the exact opposite of just like a clustered, enclosed area where he can dig a little pit to put the fire into to avoid
Dakota.
broadcasting the light around.
Okay. Ondon, do me a favor, since you're the only. So, I mean, other people may say something, but since you're the first to be specific, go ahead and make a survival check.
Can I aid you in this?
Yes, you can aid him. Yes. Okay. Well.
That's sheer indication that we should be using physical dice.
The
option was given.
Basically what you find in the gist of your area, there's a couple locations you find. This isn't a super high DC. You find one area that is it's very clustered in terms of vegetation, which offers you some kind of camouflage, natural camouflage, but I mean, again, you're gonna be lighting a fire, so it is what it is. You do find what looks to be probably a cave-ish area. You're unsure how deep it goes, but it offers shelter from the rain if it's gonna rain. And then you find a little area that has it looks like an old rundown fort type area that has like it's got high walls, has like it looked like it had a tower at one point, but everything's kind of broken down. The only thing that's kind of really remaining is just the walls and the exterior. Everything on the inside is kind of just rubble or dirt.
I think we should stay in the house.
We have a
That's it.
request from chat to explore the cave, though.
Who is this mysterious chat you speak of?
I mean, I mean, we can't disappoint chat.
I was kind of interested
I
in the
don't know who
cave
that is.
too.
Alden is absolutely going to volunteer to stealth into the cave. Given that I've got dark vision and it's gonna be dark in there. From the sounds of it, nobody else can see in the dark.
I was going to give an
I can see
entire
in the
sales
dark.
pitch of why the walls would be great, and then chat said the cave. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay. I'm thinking of maybe in the future, since this is a hunting campaign, doing like a chat thing where it's like, hey, chat, help me vote or help me figure out what the fuck the hunters are gonna hunt today or what's gonna hunt them. You know?
Just poll the chat.
I think
for
you
what
gotta.
our
I think you
job
have to
is.
get affiliate, and then you can do polls
Oh, I would love to do
Yeah.
that.
in
Okay.
chat. Yeah, so
That's
we'll
a
get you
goal.
affiliate.
That's a goal.
I already tried to do a poll for if people thought we were gonna survive, but it wouldn't let me. So
Screwy. All right, so it sounds like we're exploring a cave, and it sounds
I already
like
tried. I already.
Andin, you are. I think you're the one exploring, or is anyone going with you?
Does anybody have dark vision other than him and me?
Boomy, do you want to go with
I
him?
have an 18 on stealth.
I have dark vision. I have a regular. I have disadvantage on stealth though, because I am wearing armor.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Seer definitely would not volunteer to go in.
Okay,
Boomy's not gonna volunteer to do anything.
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
Mhm.
Melvin volunteered to go
Just
in
period.
and do it, even though he can't see. That won't stop him. It just won't be useful.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's like, I'm not going to be much help, but if you want what little help I can give,
Galen,
Yeah,
it sounds like you're on your
as
own
a
on this one.
ranged character that can't see.
Ogden's perfectly fine just wandering into a cave alone. He's actually a little bit more comfortable with that idea, given like how most of the people seem to not be able to really see in the dark and haven't really been moving in quiet, given that they're mostly armored. So I did get an 18 for the stealth check on that.
Sure thing.
If you're okay with me rolling a stealth.
Yeah.
And do you want a perception check or something else? Just so I can kind of see what's up.
Please roll perception. Yes.
That is a 23.
Okay. 18 stealth, 23 perception. You go in commando style. You are slow. You don't make
Take your
noises. You stop. Yeah, no underwear.
Commando.
Going in pantsless. Sans pants. You go in.
Oh, yeah,
and
I don't wear underwear for a reason.
You stop, listen, and look like every 10 steps. You're being very purposeful with how you enter and approach this cave. As you get about maybe 20 feet in, what you've noticed is that at the entrance there are signs of life of some kind. Something has been through here. The clues that give you this are there is dirt or drag marks of some kind where something's been drugged through the dirt. You can see that clear as day as you're still at the entrance, and there's still a little bit of sunlight peering through as it's getting close to nightfall. You can see there's some signs of that. You occasionally find it's very small, but you roll a high perception. You find small traces of blood, dried blood, not fresh, dried blood. And there is like a belt here, some piece of fabric deeper into the cave. You start to notice that as you go a little bit deeper, there's more clues that point you in a direction that something has been in this cave. You're unsure if it's still here though. And whatever it is, or whatever, it seems to have been either defending itself or bringing stuff back with it to this cave.
Would I be able to do a survival check to get a gauge on like how old this blood is, like on if it's a week ago versus this morning?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
16.
The blood seems it's more of a stain at this point. It's pretty dry. It's pretty old. It's definitely not within today's date of, it's more than a day old. You would say that there is, once you make the survival check and you start to look around, you also start to see signs of, like claw marks, large claw marks. I would say the claws, range, from about maybe, what is this, like 5 inches apart. There's the camera. About 5 inches apart. And so pretty big claws. So you do that. You do what that you will.
Outside of the cave, Boomy's gonna ask, like, is this where we're staying tonight?
I guess so.
Sia probably wouldn't answer. Can I actually... Sia would absolutely, now that they've stopped again and we're just waiting for... Sia would absolutely try and just scavenge around and see if there's anything that she can find outside of the cave.
What are you looking for specifically?
Mainly plants, but if she finds anything else, she wouldn't take note of it. But she's maybe just looking for, like, plants. Again.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Would it be a 12?
Roll a d10 for me.
Would it be a 5?
All right, so you find something called lungwort. 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 It's a spotted. It's like a cluster of spotted leaves that which kind of will typically grow on tree bark. It's it to be you know it that some people who dabble in chemistry or alchemy or whatever types of magic that might use this, they usually use it as a component for breathing ailments. People have a stuffed nose, it might help with that. It's also, if you're very adept with the arcane, you can find that a lot of people will use it to mimic potions of lesser restoration, and as part of its ingredients.
Boomy's gonna she's gonna pull out her quarterstaff and like start fiddling with all the gears and the knobs on it. And if we are gonna stay here, she was going to start ritually casting alarm. A little ways out from where we're at. And if we don't stay here, she can ritually cast it again somewhere else. So. So like out of her staff, she like pulls it and there's like a string and a bell and it kind of just disappears as she's a 20-foot cube.
Love that.
How big is the cave entrance again?
Ooh, that's a good question that I did not answer at
Mhm.
first. Love that question. So the cave entrance itself is probably about maybe, we're gonna say 25 feet wide, but it's a low ceiling, so about maybe like 10 feet to 12 feet tall. It's one of those things where it's not, I mean, the way I measured this out made it seem like it's a rectangle, but it's like kind of almost like a very, very small, like dome-ish entrance type thing.
20-foot cube is pretty big.
Yeah, that's a pretty wide cave entrance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with the cave entrance that large, Mel, like how far? So we can't hear Ondine at the moment, right? They've gone pretty
Yeah.
far.
I would say he.
Somebody has message.
Yeah, he
No.
just for Ondin's like clarification, you've probably been traveling for about maybe 5 minutes. You don't see anything yet. You could go further if you wanted. But I'm just while you're doing that, just so you know how deep you are into the cave, about 5 minutes in, at a slow pace.
So given that, Melvin's pretty sure the cave's pretty big. It's not like they obviously, because they haven't found the back wall and come back yet. So he's going to kind of like start setting up kind of shop or camp about 25 to 30 feet into the cave.
Okay.
Yep. I guess
Do we
Did
build?
I manage to
I'm
find
assuming we
the
build a
sticks from
campfire.
before? Yeah. Did I manage to find like the branches to make the spit and the fire?
Oh
and stuff like
yes,
that? Okay.
yes, yeah. For that, yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna wander over and just sort of start putting up the little spit thing.
Sierra would absolutely come over if she saw that. She would absolutely come up and help set up the fire because she does have elementalism, so she can create like embers to help spark the kindling.
Okay. You know, if there was guild members watching you
I
guys
have a little
in secret,
machine
you guys
that
are doing
will
amazing.
light a fire for us.
Well, is it one of those things where you have to click and it just like just like a
Yeah, basically it was what like my mage hand was helping me build earlier in the day. I also have a fart machine, so be careful.
Okay.
Level 1 artificer, the things I can build are not that cool.
So you have a whoopee cushion.
I have a mechanical whoopee cushion, yes. Yes. Mhm.
Okay, is it just a set of bellows with a weird nozzle on it?
No, it looks way more intricate than it needs to be.
Of course it does.
Yeah,
does it does it have a range of fart noises? Or is it just the one?
It's like 5 feet. It's what I can make a little creature that does prestidigitation stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
or a little machine. So,
Love it.
Is it in the shape of a butt?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And then like you just hear a poof from behind it.
And every time it happens, there's a little puff of green smoke that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, so be careful. Be nice to me.
After I've set up the spit, I'm gonna spend the time to like pluck this turkey.
Oh, that's right. You guys also have turkey. That's right. You have turkey and wolf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I was okay with leaving half the wolf behind, because I was like, oh, we've got the turkey as well. So.
I am going to just clarify that since we moved into the cave, then I like stopped ritually casting alarm outside of the cave, and I'm kind of waiting for people to tell me where to put it up because Boomy's never been camping before.
I think with with group effort, it seems like everyone is very what's the word? Everyone's invested into cooperating and invested into the efforts of setting up camp within the cave. I think you guys can find a spot where alarm would protect you from through trespassing of the entrance of the cave, because at some point the cave starts to come down, starts to thin out a little in certain areas, and so you find a spot that you can use that alarm to cover the complete entrance of the cave if that's what you're looking for.
It's a 20-foot cube, so like we could, as long as it could be behind us as well.
Okay, so front, back, side. You
Mhm.
feel you do find a space within that confine of the cave where you can get that taken care of.
Yeah.
We have turkey, we have wolf, we have a fire with the necessary contraptions to cook. We have alarm. We have Ondin scouting deeper into the cave. Ondin, how far do you want to go?
You said I've been walking back for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's
and
it's also at a
find it back.
yeah, it's at a slow pace because you're stealthing, so it's not like you've been traversing for 5 minutes just normal pace.
But yeah.
Yeah. But you have not found a backing. What you have found, what I'll say, is it's not a straight shot. The cave, turns and veers in certain directions. It may even get a little bit lower. There might be a dip, and then it might open up into kind of like a bigger area. And you'll find the occasional small pool of water. But it's dark. It just keeps going. It's up to you if you want to continue to try to traverse it or if you want to make your way back to the party.
I'm assuming that it's pretty dank overall. I'm not seeing any other signs of habitation. There's not any side caverns. It's just like a continuous tunnel going back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct, or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did a I'm guessing it didn't pick up on the mic.
It did not.
Okay. Yes, that is correct.
Everyone's just saw the perfect silence and just staring at each other
So London will absolutely come back forward, see that they're already up the fire, and he'll start pulling his spears off his back. It's if they're already making camp, this is kind of where it's going to be. He doesn't really know what Boomy's doing, so he is going to be if I recall, for the ritual casting, you have a wire, if I recall.
A wire and a bell, yeah, wire and a bell.
So you're just kind of moving that around the perimeter of the space. That's kind of weird. He's not super familiar with arcane spellcasting.
It's science.
What is science?
It's a string with a bell.
It came out of my crazy quarterstaff.
That's fairly interesting. Kaz, can I borrow your pelt?
Or what exactly? Just to clarify. I'm not saying no, I just want to know why.
I'm going to try to make a tripod out of my 3 spears, and I'm going to put the pelt on the outer side to block the light of the fire from leaving the cave a little bit, and to direct smoke so that we can smoke some of the turkey for tomorrow.
Perfect.
We can eat the wolf tonight since it's any better with time.
Gotcha. And I just sort of he lifts the whole thing off his back and hands it over. And bear in mind, this thing weighs 55 pounds. Oh no, sorry. The half the wolf weighs 55. The pelt weighs 10, so you're fine. I was looking at the wrong thing in my inventory. Because I totally didn't do the research to find out how much each of those things weigh.
If you guys are gonna hunker down here,
in the group chat as a rough idea of what I'm trying to make for the spin.
I've always personally wanted to be a part of a pit roasting because it looks interesting. Never had that opportunity. The first pit roast I've ever seen an example of was on the Addams Family movie, where they're gonna pit roast something. I think they replace it with the counselors of the camp, and it's I remember asking my parents what is going on here. They're like, oh, it's a pit roast, and I don't know. It's ever since that day I was I want to be a part of a pit roast, just not for that reason, but just to have food on a Either way, I'm
stick.
It's really good. They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Texas. Pit roasting's exactly what I was thinking with this turkey.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're just sort of hanging the turkey in a corner to smoke it in the little alcove.
So
unfortunately, not a pig in the cave.
There's moments where as you're building your fire and getting everything ready, the smoke. Some of you might even have the effort of fanning the smoke. You have the option of fanning it deeper into the cave or out of the cave. I'm assuming you guys would fan it out of the cave.
Yes, I have a little machine that will have wind happen.
Fart machine to blow the smoke out. The aerodynamics of a cave actually pulls smoke in if you light it at the entrance.
Oh, see, these are things that I'm glad that other people know. Because like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, you guys will just blow it out. But science makes sense.
Mine is just a puff of wind. It's not gonna that much out.
Since
I'd
you
also
guys
like to crack the wolf bones for roasted marrow. Season with a little bit of comfrey. Give Boomy a little taste of not the of woods, but not the woods.
Oh, as soon as you hand Boomy some wood, she pulls out another machine and like kind of spritzes the turkey with it, and it's basically prestidigitation out of her, and it's gonna taste like Thanksgiving turkey.
This is where I have the.
This is so good.
Being the only person that's not from North America. So I don't know what that tastes like.
It's not dry. It's not dry.
Make you a Texas Thanksgiving meal.
But also, as a clarification, as soon as I sort of hang the wolf over the spit, wait, let me double check the exact wording on this. Wow, there are no actual physical components to this. Cool. He just sort of pulls out a piece of, like, a couple of different flowers and sort of waves them over the top of the fire so they ignite, and just sort of waves it over the top of the wolf, and then just puts them out and puts them back in his pocket. And I'm casting Purify Food and Drink.
Nice.
Love it when players take that spell. It's a good spell to have.
It's one of the few spells I always take on a character that has it, because you never know. I have had so many times where I've wished I had it. Like, a perfect example is if you were to go into the cave and get some of that water that's all stagnant and crap.
Yeah.
I use fireball on an object.
That's where I thought of elementalism. I'm like, oh, that'll be good in wilds, since we're in a wild setting.
I was just like, a ranger that spends a lot of time in the woods, he would definitely have something to purify his drinking water.
So, the plan was to just clean the water with prestidigitation. But Melvin is going to prestidigitate the wolf to taste like a sour, slow-smoked brisket.
Nice.
That's what I do know, because
These
I'm
are making me so hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. This is just like the worst for me right now.
Non-casters just
you put us in a cave with a bunch of casters who like.
The two city kids out here in the wilds are making stuff taste good.
Oh man!
Well, you didn't tell me it was going to be so dirty when we joined the guild.
I have one more
didn't know.
question, real quick, about the cave positioning. Are we still close enough? Are we still like in eyesight of the river or the stream?
No, I would say you'd probably walk for about maybe an hour and a half before you started noticing, okay, sun's gonna go down eventually. I need to find a place to rest. But I do remember someone saying, I think it was Ange. I think someone had collected water in the
Yes.
the
water skin.
The
water skin is
yeah.
full.
Yeah. With the camping going on within the cave, the question is begged that how do you want to cover watches? You have alarm, but do you take the necessary, or if based on how you guys might feel, if it's necessary, do you guys take the precaution of doing watches, or do you rest throughout the night? Is there some? I don't think we have any elves in the party. I don't think.
There's no reason to not sleep in shifts anyway if we're out in the woods.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Did you
Mars
grab
is
the
elf.
wolf's bladder?
Aren't you technically a sea?
Yeah, you can hold water in it if you.
Are you a sea elf or are you a triton?
I'm a Triton.
I watch Naked and Afraid. I guess Boomy doesn't though. So.
I learn something new every time we play.
Seer would absolutely, without even commenting, she would go straight to, like, kind of the edge of where they set up alarm and just automatically sit with her back to the wall and kind of watch the entrance of the cave. Wouldn't say anything to the party, but she would automatically just assume that position.
Okay.
What was your character's name? I'm sorry. It's
Seer.
Seer. Just make sure you don't hit the alarm because it's just gonna ring in my head over and over and over again.
I'll be
Boomy would be
careful.
the Boomy would be the type to just not designate anyone.
Instantly has crossed the like alarm boundary because he doesn't like entirely know where it is. I'm assuming there's not a visible representation of
No,
it.
yeah, it's not visible. Like it,
Yeah,
whenever she
it's-
used her quarterstaff, like it looked like a string, and then it kind of like there was like a little shine to it, and it just kind of disappeared. And only I know where it's at, really.
He actually before I do this, he's gonna ask Kaz if he can take the axe with him. Because he
No, you go.
I haven't used any resources. I'm not a caster, so I don't really have anything that needs to recharge on a long rest. And as one of two people with dark vision,
You can actually
I'm-
see. Yeah.
yeah, he's going to volunteer to just like climb into a tree to keep watch on the cave from the outside, and ask if she can do her alarm trick for further back in the cave because he couldn't find the end of it.
Can I do more than one?
I think it's a. Actually, no. I'm gonna before I talk out of my ass. Let me look it up.
It's not a concentration spell, but
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it more than. I think I can probably only do it once, but it
You're
doesn't
ritual
say.
casting it.
Yeah, I'm ritually casting it, so it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that it replaces, so it'd be DM discretion.
Yeah.
I'd say if it doesn't say, if as long as it's not concentration, feel free to set up more than one. I think, and that should be fine. Because if it doesn't say it in the
Okay.
stat block or anything like that, go right ahead.
I will be one moment. I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Choose the alarm is audible or mental. You're around a tree, and you
I'm
want
going
it
to
around
climb
the
up-
tree.
I don't need one around the tree because I'm going to be able to see. I'm also going to set up the bone shards
Mhm.
from the roasted wolf femurs at the entrance to the cave as just like if somebody walks in, they're going to kick bone even if I don't necessarily see them approaching
Okay.
the cave.
Okay. I mean, I
Because he
can.
doesn't understand how your magic works. He's
Yeah, no, totally. I'd be like, what was your character's name? I'm sorry, it was like 2 weeks ago that
Ondin.
Auden. Auden.
I think he's also the only person that like formally introduced himself.
Auden. She's gonna notice you like putting the bones up. What are you doing?
It's a hunter's trick. You can use bits of bone on hard materials to make a noise. It's not particularly loud, but it can give you an indication in the dark if something's wandered past you.
Do you want me to set something up for you? You see, there's this. It's science, and I have this
Using
contraption
that word.
that. Yes, science. You don't know what science is?
Is it magic? Is it just a type of magic?
No, it's
like
not.
it's like
It's
smart
Necromancy,
person fixing things.
science.
no, it's not magic per se. It's I can make like a barrier around wherever you need, and an alarm will go off if anything crosses it. It's basically the
Tripwire.
same of what yeah, we'll say tripwire. But you'll hear a bell go off, and everybody will.
That would be wonderful. I mean, obviously people can see that they're bone shards here, and
Mhm.
I don't use the bone for this, I could always whittle them down a little bit and make some makeshift caltrops. In the meanwhile, give me something to do to whittle the night hours away.
You're gonna make something out of the bones?
Use every part of the animal.
Can I watch? I always want to learn something new. I might be able to use it.
He'll actually pull out his dagger and be like, "I can show you how to do it."
I would love to observe you.
What did I come back to?
He
I
Like,
come back
he-
the first words I hear are, "I love to observe you."
Are you the big tall guy? Are you like the giant, or is that?
Yeah.
Kaz is the giant, and then
Okay,
Austin
okay.
is the other tall person.
Okay, okay. So I'm like looking up at you, like, yeah.
He's absolutely like the moment you show an interest in learning something about like hunting tricks,
Mhm. Cool.
yeah, like he starts showing you how to whittle, like taking scraps off of the bone so that you have a flatter base, so that there's like an up spike that somebody can step on and hurt themselves.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Have you ever whittled before?"
I've never whittled, but
Here, let me see your
I have
hands.
used. And when you do see Boomy's hands, she works in like a forge. So her hands are not like they're worse hands. Like she works in a forge and like a laboratory. And her dad was a artificer as well, and he taught her everything. So she's a city girl, but she works with her hands. That's her whole thing.
He's absolutely gonna. Like as he like takes a look at your hands, and like he's gonna like, if you let him, he's going to like close his hand over yours to hold the knife, and he's going to like guide you in the first like strokes so you can start a notch on a piece of bone as if you're making the caltrop. And he is gonna say, "You have surprisingly good hands." I know that you're not comfortable out here, but
No,
I
I'm
can
more
see that you
comfortable
take
in
pride in what you
a
do.
laboratory or a library or the forge, but life is about learning new things, and I am always ready to learn something. Yeah, she'll absolutely let you teach her how to whittle stuff. She might use it later on.
I think that's kind of what Onden's gonna do during the long rest period, just so that other people can do things. Is he's gonna show her some whittling and then be like, "Hey, you should probably get some sleep," and then like go back up into a tree to do some more whittling. Maybe drop some. I'm not like trying to actually get a large amount of caltrops, and obviously I'm not gonna use just kind of as a got him if I need him.
Is it dark out right now, or is it like should the people with night vision be taking first watch, or is it like still light out?
I mean, all of this is taking place within like the as at sundown. So I mean, it's getting dark,
Oh, okay.
but it's not completely dark
Okay.
yet.
Do we have a couple hours before it gets dark, or
You got about an hour.
okay?
One question, because my character, I told you about this. She normally carries like a small journal and just like some stuff to write in. Does she still have her journal?
Yes, you still have that.
Okay, she will just sit at the kind of like on the wall that she sat at, and she'll pull out her journal and start writing in it.
Okay. All right.
After you've started to go do your thing, I'm going to go and try to prestidigitation a spot away so it's not as dirty, and fall asleep.
What season is it in World, actually? Is it like a cold season or no?
Looking at the calendar, I think we're in I think we're just past summer, I believe. Or we might still be, actually let me double check this. Hold on. No. Actually, we're getting past, we're entering spring and we're going towards summer. So that's kind of the season we're in right now. To be a little bit more specific though, the weather, because I can check the weather using this handy dandy fantasy calendar app.
That's pretty cool.
The weather is at its high 63 degrees, at its low 58. There's a gentle breeze blowing in 8 to 12 miles per hour. There's a little bit of a drizzle, It's mostly cloudy.
Great flying weather. I'm assuming like the city folks didn't necessarily come with like cloaks and things like that for travel.
I still had travelers' cloaks. And
Yeah,
for all
yeah.
those, and for all those who are not in the United States of America, so for literally the rest of the world, that's 17 degrees Celsius.
Thank you.
Yes, sorry to be
I would prefer Kelvin, but thank you.
Kelvin.
You guys don't know Fahrenheit? Come on.
No, I know both.
I'm kidding.
but-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what's funny is that I'm reading this and it does include the Celsius.
The
Because
Celsius,
I'm
yeah.
because I'm American, I don't even think about it.
I would
The
prefer, I would
breeze
prefer
is,
you saying it's
7 to 10
280.5
knots.
Kelvin, but
For my pilots
what's in
and
Rankin,
sailors,
though?
it's
What's in
7 to 10
Rankin?
knots of wind.
I'm not sure. I only know the conversion for Kelvin off the top of my head.
Celsius is like 17 degrees lower
Yeah.
than
Some-
Fahrenheit? Okay, cool.
something like that. I
Something
don't
like
know.
that.
Well,
yeah.
it depends on where you are, because our 0 is what, 32 for you guys?
32,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Okay.
If you want the actual calculation, it's you take the Fahrenheit, you divide by 1.8 and subtract 32.
Okay,
But-
scientist.
Is anyone else doing anything for like as actions for our long rest?
Other than taking his 2-hour like watch at some point in the night,
Yeah.
because I figure like
Yeah,
if you
I would
like
probably go for the morning.
yeah like Melvin could take first watch and then kind of like not like just kind of ear open for the most part, and then again if you need specific who's watching when, we can set that out.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
don't need to do
I
that.
would-
Instead,
I would
what I'll
prefer
do,
to have the final one in the morning, so that in the morning I can sort of wander out, grab early firewood, so we've got a fire for the morning for breakfast.
okay, we can, yeah, let's just we'll just do like a quick roster of who's doing what. So, I know that Kaz, you're taking the last one, right? Is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melvin will take the first one.
Melvin, take the first. All right.
I have dark
Sia
vision,
was
so
taking the
probably
first
when
as
it's
well.
actually dark out.
I think Sia was with Melvin on the first one.
Are there really only 2 of us
Okay.
with dark vision?
Right now, yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think-
Eventually, I can make goggles a night for y'all.
Yeah, Sia was watching from the inside of the cave, looking out during those first 2 hours is what
Okay.
Sia was automatically
As
doing.
well.
She didn't say it to anyone, but she just went over,
She sort of
sat
wandered
down,
off, was like,
just
"Go on,
pulled
I'll
out her
watch."
Just to clarify with the group, because
Are like up for 4 hours.
because this is I'm still getting used to the 2024 rules. But if for future reference, if anyone opts to not sleep, I believe you automatically accrue 1 level exhaustion depending on how many days you try to stay up. Is that correct? I don't know if
I
they
believe
changed
it's
that.
one
I think
per
there's
day.
a-
I
it's
believe
one per day,
that's-
isn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
I always ask Ange. He knows all the rules.
Yeah, no, I made it very
So-
I don't-
table, but I was like, I'm actually really just asking
Yeah.
Ange here.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
think
so
they changed how
effectively,
you get it, but they just changed what it did, right?
yeah, they just changed what it did. So effectively, there's the option to just if you don't sleep, you take a level of exhaustion. The other option is that you can have a DC 10 Constitution saving throw at the end of the long rest, and then each day it gets harder.
Okay.
Will we hallucinate if we stay up for like 3 days?
I don't see
I
why
think,
you
I think
wouldn't.
the DC goes up by. I think the DC
Free
goes
way to trip balls.
up from memory. The DC goes up by 5 each day. So like day
Okay.
1 you don't sleep, it's 10. Day 2 you don't sleep, it's 15. Then 20.
Let's solidify right now that if you ever opt
Word.
to stay awake, it's going to be a con check. It's not an automatic exhaustion level.
Yeah, so those are the two kind of like what people do and what one the like it's if you don't sleep you get a level of exhaustion, and then there's the optional to give a con save. So
Mhm.
and that the optional one is that, so if we're all doing con save, now we know.
All right. I got Melvin Sear up first. I got Kaz at the end. And then for the middle of the night, we have 2 slots open.
Well,
Keep-
if Boomy has to take watch, then she'll take watch. She already put alarms up, so.
The only other person well, let's stick with people that are currently at our table right now. So I know Mars and JJ are not currently here. So the only people that I don't have on watch right now is Andon. Andon, would you also like to take a watch?
Andon is staying up all night so that there is always another person on watch that can see out into the dark.
Oh yeah, you and I.
And I sent you my save, that way I didn't need to. But I got a 13 on it.
Perfect. Okay. All right. In that case, Andon will stay up the whole night, which will help with other perception checks or anything else that happens. But what I will do is, D, if you can roll me a D4.
Sure. A 1.
1. Okay. So pretty early on in the night then. Melvin and Seer and Andon. All 3 of you are taking that first watch. I would like you guys to go ahead, if you're not actively doing something, to go ahead and make a perception check. But if you're doing something, I will use your passive.
Sia was kind of, I don't know how you would classify this. She was kind of journaling, but she was also just keeping an eye out, but she was also journaling, so I don't know if you want her passive or me to do a check.
I'll have you do your passive.
Okay.
Yeah, Melvin was just
My
whistling. to
passive
himself.
is 11 then.
Passive is 11. What was that, Ange?
I said Melvin was just whistling to himself to kind of like pass the time. Melvin also got an 11.
Okay.
16 passive perception.
Are you actively perceiving though? Because if so, you can roll.
I am whittling so that I can potentially have some number of caltrops for future reference.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, I would use your passive for that then. Okay. So with a passive 16 is still pretty decent. What you notice, because you're out in a tree, correct? Is that what I remember?
Yes.
Okay. So this would actually make sense, because you're out in the outside of the cave, and this is where this encounter is going to take place. It's outside the cave. It's not, and again, it's not a combat encounter. It's just this is what you're perceiving. You're perceiving something outside of the cave. You notice as you're whittling, there's a couple of wolves that have kind of made their way towards the cave. They're approximately about 60 feet away. You see 2 of them. You see one of them kind of sniffing down while the other is following very close behind. As you're noticing this, you see something in the corner of your eye, and it's another set of wolves. And it's another set of 2. And at this point, you start, percolating in your brain. Okay, this is not a coincidence. I need to pay attention here. I need to see what's up. As you're watching the wolves, the first 2 that you see, which are about 60 feet away, have made it to about maybe 40 feet, and then they abruptly stop. Go ahead and make an insight check for me. You said 10?
18.
Oh, 18. Okay. You wager that they have picked up on some kind of scent that alarms them. Based off their behavior, it seems that whatever it is, they know to stay away from it because they start to backtrack a little. The other 2 wolves haven't really picked up on this yet, but the ones that you see initially, they smell something, it irks them, they end up leaving. And then you're wondering if the next set of wolves are going to do the same thing. As they get within 30 to 40 feet of the cave's mouth, and again, they're actually pretty stealthy here. They're stealthy enough to the point where Sierra and Melvin haven't really noticed them or heard them. They're not making a lot of noises. eventually those other set of wolves stop as well. And for whatever reason, they leave. There's some kind of scent that they are wary of. But on top of all of that, you're wondering, why would these wolves come here in the first place, only to be deterred? So that question ruminates on your mind, along with this encounter.
You did say that the first pair, as they were coming in, had like nose to the ground as if they were following a scent before they got close to the cave, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. With the wolves having slipped away back out into the night, he's gonna give it a good minute or two before he descends from the cave. I'd like to see if I can go and do a nature check in the area that the wolves seem to like scent at and then cow away from, to see if I can get any indication of what in specific it is. Is there like a strong urine and claw markings in the trees or stone nearby?
Absolutely, go right ahead.
That is only a 14.
14. It's not a super high DC. And what you gather is, while you did a lot of the primary investigation inside the cave, there wasn't a lot of investigations outside of the cave, other than for just gathering things. What you notice is that there is dung, there is signs of a creature that had been here at some point. Dried dung. You might even see the occasional claw mark. There is definitely markings of territory here. Something pretty big and aggressive has made its home here. It has definitely gone out of its way to mark its territory in some kind of fashion.
None of the scat is more recent than like the blood that I found inside, so it's all like more than a day old, correct?
Yeah. And that's actually a perfect word to use. I was trying to think of a word, because D just messaged me. I was trying to think of a word that wasn't poop, and I couldn't think of scat. So scat works. It's not super fresh. More than a day old, but it's there. And the wolves did not want to fuck with this.
He is going to just kind of like pace inside, notice that like the human and the halfling are both still awake, and kind of be like, the wolves stopped in, they're gone now. It seems that whatever denizen was in this cave before us is still leaving us the present of protection from its territory markings. I'm going to stay up, and I'll wake everyone when dawn comes. Why don't you get some rest?
Yeah, soon.
And instead of returning back to his tree, I'd actually like to, knowing now that we've got some like scent protection in the front, and D's alarm Boomy's alarm spells already set up there, I'm actually going to move back into the cave to try to keep watch at one of those like constricted areas of the cave that you described earlier.
Okay.
Seer would stay awake for a while longer, I think, for the rest of the watch anyways. Just keep an eye on the entrance of the cave. Hearing that there were wolves, she would put away her journal now finally and just keep an eye out just in case, but...
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Melvin, anything that you want to do during this time after learning this information?
Melvin doesn't really know what much of that meant,
Sure.
other than something was here. He just goes, "Hope it doesn't come back," and continues to go about. He was gonna stay up for the first bit anyway, and then just sleep the rest of the night. So He's gonna just continue with that same plan.
All right. If I can have Gabs, if you can roll me a d4, and if it's a 1, re-roll it.
Three.
Okay. Boomy and Ondin. They're go ahead and roll perceptions for me on y'all's watches.
19.
4.
Opposite ends of the spectrum here. Okay.
Boomy's just so like distracted by everything that's out in the woods that she can't even like.
Yeah,
She doesn't know what she's looking
his
for.
knife, so that she's just like trying to do the whittling on her own or
Mhm.
something. Just
Mhm.
there's a new crafting skill. It's the hyperfixation.
Mhm.
Ondin.
Jumping with every like broken branch and
Wood
wind.
is a good place to start. Bone is a little bit harder. You're gonna nick yourself.
Ondin, you pick up very quickly. The vibe changes for you. There's a shift in your mood when Boomy's reacting to every twig snapping in the woods, which is normal because it's the woods. But for you, something else catches your attention. You can, as you like walk back and forth in the area, you maybe get by the mouth of the entrance of the cave, and you can hear just like something breathing, like deep breathing, and it's getting louder.
Can anyone else hear him, or did he cut out for everyone?
No, I stopped talking.
I heard him. Oh,
Okay.
he just stopped talking.
Oh,
Technically, yes, he cut out for everyone.
I'm watching the stream so that I can see what the chat's saying, and it just looked like you continued talking after saying that there was heavy breathing getting louder.
Oh no, I'm over here being dumb. Don't worry about me.
Sorry, I'm a snorer.
Absolutely believe it's Kaz. One of his cousins has come to visit. You said that it's deep breathing, as in like large breaths, or deep breathing as in like somebody's gasping.
The former, the first one.
This is a fairly wide cave. I don't think since the cave itself you said had like a near 20-25 foot wide opening.
Mhm.
We didn't specify if we were towards one of the walls or towards the center. I don't believe, unless somebody would like to correct me on that. Is it too
No.
late to request that we had been near one of the edges rather than like in the middle of all the action?
Yeah, this is one of those moments where it's like, how descriptive do you need to be when you're, doing all these setup for things? In this moment, I would say choose now. It's fine to choose now if, hey, we didn't think of this, we didn't think we need to say it, so do it now, kind of thing.
Ondon was not there for them actually starting to build camp, so I would like to leave that up to one of the people that was there when they started building camp.
Yeah, unless somebody told.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be
Yeah.
Melvin's
Boomy
suggestion
deferred to
with the walls
somebody who
outside the
knows what they're
cave.
doing.
So he would have had this.
How
inside
about back
the
to a
cave.
wall, because that way it's easier. If something does come after us in the middle of the night, it's only coming from one side.
Yeah, and
We don't
Seer
get surrounded.
absolutely, no matter what, it's going to sound kind of bad, but no matter what everyone else did, she was going to be sleeping, like, even now, she's sleeping with her back, sitting up with her back against the wall. That's how she's sleeping. She is still very cautious. She's to be there anyways.
I'd like to take some of the extra like roast wolf meat and kind of put it at the very far edge of the opening, so it's just like meat on the ground.
You have a halfling with you. There was no extra meat.
And a Goliath.
Yeah.
We have
I could eat the
wolf
halfling and still be hungry.
and a turkey.
That was. Oh yeah, we cooked turkey. We didn't cook the wolf meat. That's just.
No, we did cook both.
Yeah, we
Oh, we
cooked
cooked both. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
smoked the turkey slow, so that way people during the during watch could have something to eat on.
So we've got some meat at the entrance of this cave, and you guys are going to hide in a certain part of the cave, or just wait to see what happens?
He's gonna take his brown cloak because he lives in forested areas all the time, so he is kind of dressed for this sort of environment, and he's gonna kind of drape that onto Boomy, and to kind of give her the help action for stealthing as he like just quietly tells her, I know that you haven't enjoyed any of the night sounds, but there is something I want you to listen for. And he's going to kind of like describe the breathing and slip out to kind of find the noise in stealth.
Do you and the others are asleep currently? Do you plan to wake them, or you want to see what happens first?
I'm going to scout and kind of leave Boomy with everyone.
Okay.
And again, I am trying to help her kind of camouflage in,
Yeah.
so that she can wake them if it gets here before I do.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception
Well,
check.
if it gets there before you do, then an alarm will go off that will be audible to everybody.
Oh, that's very, very fair as well.
Yeah.
Make a separate perception check to as you're leaving the cave to kind of glean what you can perceive outside of what you've already done, and I'll say do it with advantage.
And this is why I put expertise into perception. That is a 24. Thank you for the advantage.
And it's perfect that you have dark vision as well, because as you exit the mouth of the cave, there's that fresh night air that kind of hits you about maybe 30 feet to your left against the wall of like this hillside, this like rocky hillside. You can see what seems to be a large bear that is sniffing the ground where those wolves were, and is just taking in the scent and slowly making its way towards you. It doesn't know that you're there though, not yet at least.
Is it already past where the wolves bulked, or is it?
It's moving past that point.
So it's like it was where those wolves are now.
Yeah.
Past.
Yeah.
I understand dark vision is in grayscale. Is there any way that I can determine if this is black, brown? And we're not really in like an Arctic environment, but if there's like a fantasy other classification.
There is a way, and that's usually based on the size of the bear. So go ahead and make a nature check.
Yes, my other heavily invested. Oh, would this be this? Out of curiosity, would this qualify as like a study action?
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Intelligence.
I read a lot of books.
15 nature check. It's pretty big bear. Definitely not a black bear.
And then can I do an insight to tell, or can I use my perception, my earlier perception for finding it to indicate like, is it injured, or if it's got like food with it, and regardless, I'd like to do an insight to see if I can kind of gauge what's this bear's business. I'm assuming it's trying to come home, but
you don't see a picnic basket with this bear. That's for one. And for two, it seems like
hey, boo-boo.
it
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Bare
The
necessities, the simple bare
Just about to
necessities.
make that
I
joke.
just put that in Twitch chat.
I love how all three of us went for the same joke.
I did yogi.
low hanging for ear, guys. The bear seems to be coming home. It doesn't seem to have food with it. At first, based off your perception check, it seems that something had slowed it, and that was the scent of other living creatures that was in its territory. It does not look injured.
Okay. So this is probably not the one that was in a dispute in a cave before, but that's fine.
Well, it could have been the one that won the dispute.
Also
It could
possible.
be a day or two later, right?
We're not there, guys.
I'm there. I'm just asleep.
They're in spirit.
I talk
I'm
in
like
my sleep.
frozen. Too bad our druid's not here tonight.
I know.
I was just having that same thought.
Mm-hmm.
One second, I'm just double checking something because I know that I can speak to animals, but I think I'm limited to only aquatic animals. I'm just double checking that real quick.
I mean, yeah, that's a good rule clarification as a Triton. You know, what exactly could you speak to?
Okay, yes.
Melvin's sleeping, but he
Beasts,
does have
plants,
to speak
elementals,
to
and
them.
monstrosities if they swim.
Oh.
I do not think that the bear counts. Unfortunately, bears swim, but they are not aquatic.
Right.
Not amphibians. Not.
Would a platypus count? Because they're semi-aquatic.
A platypus does have a swim speed in the stat blocks that we have from it.
Okay, then there you
So
Even if you give it a little hat.
All right, Galen, what you got? What do you want to do?
How long have you been gone now?
I imagine it's only been a couple minutes because you said that the wolves stopped 30 feet outside the cave.
Yeah.
So I probably didn't even have to really leave the cave to
It's
spot
more
this
like
bear.
you're kind of just like peeking around kind of thing because you heard it and you knew where to look and you can see it about 30 feet away, and it's coming closer, but slow. It's slow. It's not moving fast. It's kind of just taking in its surroundings, being cautious as it's approaching the mouth of the cave.
Lumbering.
It's lumbering. It's a brown bear. Are we getting towards? Are we in like the middle of the night now? Since the first watch is done, we're into the second watch.
We are technically in the third watch.
Third watch, so 6 hours after sundown. We are past the diurnal portion, so the bear is probably trying to come in for its like mid nap.
Sure.
I honestly don't think that we necessarily have to be too concerned about it. I do think that since it's scenting, it will probably pick up that there is like free food far away from our group. And looking back at our group, do we stand out super strong?
That's a good question. You look back to Boomy first, and you're thinking, okay, Boomy's covered for the most part. Then you look to Seer, you look to Melvin, you look to your other compatriots, you look to the Goliath. I mean, to the
Do you speak? Do you speak sign language?
I do actually.
So do I.
Okay.
I'm assuming at some point during like the time of Boomy and Ondin being able to like chat with each other and practice whittling, like we figured out that we each speak sign and probably have signed at each other from across the room, with her being like, "Hey, what's that broken branch?" And he's like, "It's a squirrel." So he's gonna sign bear at her.
Okay.
She's
and
gonna
then
sign
quiet.
back very like. What? And then she is going to I'm not 30 feet away from the rest of the party, am I?
I wouldn't say you're 30 feet away from them.
He didn't intend on
no.
leaving you behind.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to go like nudge the big guy awake.
All right, Kaz, you get nudged, in your slumber.
Do you speak sign language? Just kidding. You can't see, can you? As soon as as soon as you're gonna see the mage hand, it's gonna nudge you, and then the mage hand's gonna go like pointing towards the entrance of the cave.
Or looks at the hand and goes, people are so weird. Just gets up. And he's just like, he gets up, sort of feels around inside of his collar, looks down and realizes that the sparrow's just asleep on the floor next to him rather than near that little spot. He's just like, picks her up gently and like, tucks her in his hood, puts the hood up so, you know, hiding his shiny ass head. And then I'm going to start walking towards the entrance, or walking in the direction I was pointed. He probably has no clue where it leads because it's just a hand that pointed in the direction. He's just like, well, that way, okay.
You'd probably pass me, and I would.
He probably just walk straight past you and has no clue.
Yeah. I'd call out your name like, Shh. Hey.
Huh?
Hey. There's a bear out there.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. Can they hear really far?
I would like to remind you that he did literally sign bear and then quiet.
Yeah. Like, he told me to be quiet. I don't know shit about bears.
They shit in the woods.
What's the plan with the plan?
I don't know. Go talk to the outdoors man.
You can call him a fish boy, that's fine.
You mean the sea guy?
Yeah, the under the sea guy.
Okay. That works better.
Just be quiet.
I'm glad someone got that. I'm just going to wander over. Yeah, we go, thank you. I'm just going to wander over in the direction that I've been pointed in.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you get
looking around for Rhonda.
You don't. It's not hard to miss him. Is that correctly how it? Yeah, it's not hard to miss him.
I am still in stealth, so I will kind of like reach out and kind of pull him. Let the bear have its own space.
I mean, it's still not quite bright enough for me yet.
It's all just like whispered communication about like it's a large brown bear. It's coming home. It's likely coming back into the cave to rest. I think if we just leave it alone, it will probably pass us further back into the cave. There's signs that it does live further back in the cave than this entrance. I left it some wolf meat on the far side, so that it should pass us with a wide enough berth not to be a problem.
Okay. Well, you seem like you've got this handled. Can I have the axe back?
I don't need to throw it anymore. I'm not in the trees. And he'll pass it back.
Oh, I'll make sure I go a decent distance so I don't frighten the bear. And I'm going to wander sort of just out of earshot of the cave. And I'm going to go get some more firewood.
Okay. As you leave the cave entrance,
Yep.
You and you're not stealthing, so as you start to leave, you rustle some leaves and some bushes, maybe snap a twig, and then Andon, you look to the left, you look at the bear, and the bear notices the sounds and stops. And kind of picks his head up and starts to make its way very bravely. It's not really concerned for its own health, but starts to make its way to the entrance of the cave in a direct path.
Yeah, if I hear myself snap a twig, I'm just going, shit. And then I'm just going to pull my bow and just shoot a tree in the distance in the opposite direction.
Okay. So a little bit of a distraction. I will say
just for that sort of thunk noise of
Yeah.
hitting the tree.
as when you hit when the arrow hits the tree, bear stops and looks around. In fact, at this point, I need to make a check for the bear.
And I just sort of he realizes he stepped on the twig, fires the shot, and just stands perfectly still.
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna roll this where everyone can see it.
Mhm.
Yep. Let's do a d20. That is a 15 plus or minus. I'm not sure. Let me take a look. Okay. So, all right. I'm gonna have it contend against your check. I'm trying to think of what kind of check I want to make you to make. Let's go ahead and just make it a
Deception, I guess.
deception is good. I'll take that.
I'm trying to deceive it. So
Yeah, deception's
I
good.
suppose that's the one that makes the most sense. Annoyingly, I'm crap at it. But
So it rolled a 16 on its perception. So we'll see how deceiving or we'll see what this does to it.
oh, do I do the big dice or the small dice? They've both been doing okay.
Don't forget, everyone. I forgot to mention. Everyone should have inspiration on their character sheet.
Yeah, we
from
have
last
heroic
session.
inspiration from last week.
Yeah, I have a big. I'll use the big dice because it's a big bear.
Love that.
Makes sense.
And
to
it,
me.
it rolled
Mhm.
what? A 16.
16 total. Yeah.
Is it meet or beat? Or like
Well,
what happens?
with
I
skill-
also
with
rolled a
skill checks-
16.
With skill checks, when they tie, normally, it's whatever was happening like stays the same. So whatever the bear was going to do, it would stay the same.
Okay. Well,
I rolled a 16 as well.
yeah. This arrow doesn't deter it.
So that would mean the arrow doesn't deter it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm using my inspiration and I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Just
Oh,
about.
no.
No, I got it by 1. I got a 17.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Okay.
I got it by 1. That's why it was the instant nervous laughter of, oh god, have I read that correctly? I thought it said 11 for a moment there.
The bear.
Because you have to
was in
use
my
the
throat
new
for a
roll,
second
right?
there.
Yeah, you would use the,
Oh, sorry?
the new
Yeah.
one, yeah.
The new one. Just okay, cool.
Yeah.
You didn't get a 1, so perfect.
As the arrow hits the tree, the bear quickly swifts around to look in the direction that it heard this sound and starts making its way towards the sound. For those that are trained in nature, not a check needed, just if you're trained in nature and you're actively perceiving what's going on, which I think might just be the Goliath and the Triton. Goliath, Kaz, are you trained in nature as well?
I'm not
I am
I'm
not.
not proficient in it, but I do have a +3.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay. I would
Because I've
say
read books.
It is not. I did not choose it. I chose investigation over nature.
fair enough. Ondin, I would say for you wager that brown bear very territorial. If it knows there's something in its territory, it's going to challenge it. It's distracted at the moment.
Spring
I'm
time when
just sort
bears
of
have babies.
I'm gonna like slowly and gingerly wander back to London and just. I think we might need to deal with it.
Have you been bear hunting before, Kaz?
Once, very long time ago. I wasn't alone though, so
They
there
had
was,
bear
like,
night at my favorite
jealous.
bar.
there was a lot of us.
Just like as it in game, like the instance is, can Ondin tell like if Kaz is like would be tired? Like, is he did he get any damage on him from the previous fight? I don't really remember.
No, I wasn't touched. Considering that I was just woken up at the start of the final watch, right?
I mean, we haven't made it to the final watch yet. And this is actually a good clarification. If I ever throw something at you in terms of your long rest, that is considered a combat encounter. You'll deal with it without the long rest benefit, but if you finish the encounter and then go back to resting, you will then get your long rest.
Okay, because I am like just short of finishing my long rest.
Yeah, this
That was what I was trying to think.
will interrupt it, but it won't keep
full
you
8
from it.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, long rest is full 8 hours. Even if your last watch is the 2 with the light activity, you still need those 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you'll still get the long rest after the fact. It's just in this moment you're still considered,
As for whether I got hurt or anything, I haven't been touched. I'm perfectly fine.
I think that with your distraction, it'll be okay. When it gets into the cave, I can pretty effectively.
Has it
conceal
been
our
a
presence,
couple
but I
minutes?
can only do it once.
Okay, yeah, Boomy would have sent her mage hand to go and wake up the rest of the party. Because she doesn't know what's going on. And nobody really gave her any other besides to be quiet. So
yeah.
So Melvin, Sierra, you're woken up by a mage hand.
Boomy, what the heck? I was sleeping.
shh.
So
I also woke up Seer.
I'm gonna get Kaz's opinion on like letting everybody sleep and just trying to let the bear pass by. He is kind of like being like, I can create a bank of fog so that it won't be able to tell that we're in the cave with it. Or we can try to vacate, and I'm assuming that like if we wake everyone up and we like abandon camp, we're losing the long rest. Or we can wake everyone up and risk punting
Everybody's
the bear.
awake. I woke them up.
Yeah, but Undin doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
My
I woke them up.
thought is, if we try to let the bear past, a large portion of us in there will be completely incapable of fighting it because we can't see. If it doesn't walk past us, we're just fucked because we can't see.
But you can't
Spirit
see now
actually-
either.
You do
See,
have
better out here than in there.
You do have low embers from the campfire that you had, which gives you dim light, so you can see a little bit inside the cave.
What time of night is it for this point?
You're probably looking around like 3 to 4 in the morning.
So the sun isn't up yet. Okay.
Our better chance to fight it would be if it goes into the cave and doesn't just pass us by. You at least have the embers to give you some idea of how to see. And if it does pass us by, then nobody needs to be woken up in the first place. He's like giving everybody little shoves, like, "Hey, wake up!"
Yeah, I've never been
I
like out
see
in the
your point.
wilds before. So you said bear. I'm like, it's probably gonna eat us. So
Bear looks like it.
I'm gonna. I woke the rest of the folks up in the cave. I shushed them, but
I think
should
we
be
can
awake.
try letting it pass, but if push comes to shove, we're gonna need to light them.
Well, actually, what
Agreed.
I was about to say was that
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Seer, upon being awoken and being shushed, she probably
Mhm.
would have used her elementalism again, since it is
Mhm.
a cantrip. She would have used
Sick.
her elementalism again with the beacon fire and would have created embers and a little bit of smoke. Because I can create a thin layer of smoke in any color I wish. So I also would have just created like a small layer of smoke. Just to
Sure.
kind of
Sick.
conceal it until I figure out what is happening.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I would probably try and do like a dark brown
Mhm.
to kind of conceal us, to kind of make it look almost blended in with the rest of the
Mhm.
cave.
Boomy is just gonna like try to sign towards anybody using sign language, and just say bear. Quiet.
I do have sign language, so I would understand that.
Someone's like, "What are you waving at me for?"
Shh.
Oh, no, gang signs and talk to me.
Is it bear baby season?
It's not. For brown bears, I think they mate during the summer, so I think we're getting close to it, but it's not exactly that time
Okay.
just yet.
Okay. So I was gonna say I could do a nature check, but there might be baby bears in there.
That's a good. It's good to think of that because if you've got cubs in there, that this is a whole different ball game. But
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are unsure. You didn't see signs of it. It wasn't noted. So for right now, it's safe to assume there's no cubs.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm kind of playing it as I have like a plus a couple and like a lot of things that I'm just kind of I read it in a book. I'm not proficient in it, but like I read it in a book somewhere sometime.
You're no expert, but you know some stuff.
Yeah. I'm not like proficient in it, so I won't ask to do it.
If we're waiting for the bear to come back, am I safe to assume that you guys are going to ambush this bear or wait to see what the bear does?
The second one.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the two outdoorsy people. Like,
And Anna's gonna
give me
request
a sign.
Is go back to the
literally.
go back to Boomy and like tell her what's the sitch, considering that would put him closer to the embers so he could actually see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do basically just relaying all the information.
Okay.
Melvin's
Right.
still just annoyed that he was woken up.
You and me both, buddy.
Sorry,
you and me
Melvin.
both.
Don't worry, there's a midnight stack. There's extra ducks, or there's extra turkey still.
All right. If you guys are waiting to see what the bear does, are you hiding, or are you just kind of just like you're just gonna sit off to the side and see what it does?
Onda never came out of stealth. He literally he grabbed Cosmog and pulled him back to his hiding spot before.
Okay.
I will give you a new stealth check if you would like, though.
At this point,
I
think we need to
am
refresh it.
I'm holding an
Okay,
attack until it goes past the alarm.
That is a 24 stealth.
I'm gonna back up in the camp against back against the wall, bow drawn, just waiting for it to show itself. If it comes out and I see it turn and come towards us, that's what I'm holding my attack for.
Melvin,
If you want, would you like
Yeah.
a stealth roll as well?
Hey, Sear's got something to say.
Yeah. Seriously.
I would say because I did use my beacon fire, there is that layer of smoke that I conjured just to try and keep cover. So I don't know how visible
That's a fair point.
we would be able to.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the only thing.
Yeah, in that case, make your stealth with advantage because there's obscurity going on here.
Okay. I was about to say, do you want mine as well? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
We
stealthing,
all doing it.
yeah, I'm assuming unless I hear you say you're stealthing, I'm assuming you're not stealthing.
Because I want to be sort of hiding at the back, bow drawn, ready for it. So I'm assuming by hiding,
Melvin
I
is
would
going
need
to position himself behind the Goliath
Yeah, love it.
and is going to, because that's all he needs to hide as a halfling, and he is going to start ritual casting Speak with Animals.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, right. My stealth is that is 21.
Okay, you roll that with advantage, correct?
Yes.
All right, we got
Unfortunately, it was a 4 and a 16.
All right,
I seem to be getting both ends of the spectrum every time.
2 stealth checks above 20 so far. Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, are we all rolling? Are we all rolling stealth?
If unless you say you're not, I mean, unless you say you are, I'm assuming you're not. So if you want to be stealthy, you can go ahead and.
Oh no, I'm staying back behind the alarm thing.
Okay.
I'm holding a firebolt to see if it as soon as it like breaks the alarm, I will. As soon as like anybody breaks the alarm, I'm ready to shoot a firebolt at somebody.
Okay.
Or at the bear, not at anybody.
There's enough time that passes, Melvin, that you are able to activate your spell, Speak with Animals. Is there anything specific you want to do with it?
Depends. That will depend on the bear's actions. It lasts for 10 minutes. I don't know how long the bear, but effectively what will happen is that he'll start ritual casting it again, so that if it comes to if it would have the 10 minutes of the spell would expire, the second ritual would kick in.
Love that. Okay. All right, would-be
Ritual
hunters.
Yes.
The bear eventually begins to crest the entrance of the cave after ascertaining that the sound it heard earlier was nothing. Just maybe a tree limb falling in the distance, for all it's concerned. But eventually it makes its way back to the entrance of the cave. And it tenses up at the entrance of the cave. Stops. And is looking and sniffing around. And you can hear a low growl.
Boomy's freaking out.
Quick question, because I don't know how you would do that. Because my smoke will generate a smell, and I'm assuming it's smelling us. Would the smoke help mask our scents? Is my idea.
It's a good question, and you're unsure if it's smelling you or smoke, or if it's the smoke that's setting off. Either way, to this bear, something is unnatural for it, because this seems to be its den, and it's changed in some kind of capacity.
Does Mr. Speak with Animals understand the growling to be any speech, or?
That's fair. That's fair.
I was
Like, is it basically just going, "Who's messing with my cave?" Or
right? So I would say for Melvin, what you glean is this bear is communicating in a way that you understand, and the understanding is that something's in my cave. Something's fucked with my cave. This is my home. Who's fucked with my home?
Well, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but the bear. This is the bear's home.
So I appreciate the reference, Mom.
All right. As the bear begins to approach, it gets close to this alarm that has been set up. It hasn't crested it yet, but the growls have gotten louder. And Melvin, it seems to be, it's not exactly saying words, but you understand it to be communicating, "Hey, I'm a threat. Get the fuck out of my cave," or that it's communicating in that aspect. That's not a roll intimidation check, but it's trying to be intimidating. It's making itself known that it's coming home.
Hey, just bear with us for a while. There's some food at the back of the cave for you.
Oh my god.
Melvin's gonna stay in bear.
Dad jokes.
Make a persuasion check.
Does it sound like it's bear to us as well, or is it like intelligible speech?
All we hear is
It's got to be.
Melvin is 100% growling back at the bear.
Yeah.
Stop it.
60.
the idea.
16.
I love the idea that I'm just hiding in the dark, and all of a sudden I just hear from behind me. I sort of turn around like, what the?
Could I actually, Melvin? Would you have given any indication you were about to do that?
No.
Okay.
He's
He's kind of a wild card.
All right, so 16 persuasion is pretty good. You communicate that there's food in the back of the cave. What is communicated back to you is food. What food? You? That's the general sense of what you're getting back.
Look, we're barely awake here. Just
Oh my
give
god,
us
stop.
just give us until the sun comes up, and we'll be out of your hair. We put some meat at the back of the cave.
We don't have any berries.
I do.
Oh
I have good
man.
berries.
Okay. The bear communicates to you that it basically it's gonna take your offer. It's gonna take your food. Whatever food you have, it's taking. It's going to allow you to stay where you're at. Because again, persuasion was pretty decent. This is a bear. You're not dealing with some evil wizard. You're dealing with a bear. And it's hungry. Which is why it was out late at night anyways. Usually bears are asleep.
All
It was
wizards are
fucking
evil.
hungry. Yeah, all wizards are evil. All of them. If I ever tell you
My
otherwise.
next character's a wizard.
All my characters have something against wizards.
But the bear communicates that you can stay until morning. It's gonna take all the food that you just offered. Don't overstay your welcome.
I just sort of look down under my armpit at Melvin beneath me. I'm just like, are we good?
Look, he's like, yeah, I think we're in common. He's going to say, I think we're about to avoid a grisly situation.
Oh my god.
But you made that joke because I was actually thinking about how I worked that one in.
Goodness.
Look, I'm trying
I
not
didn't
to
know we
get
were
killed
playing with
by
a bunch of
bare hands
dads.
right here. I could do this all day.
I can barely bear this.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
starting to get unbearable.
I regret throwing a bear at you guys at this point.
Yeah, you should have thrown like a different animal.
Anything but a bear.
Mhm.
Who decided to bury? Armin's gonna come back. Who decided to bury the lead that they can speak to animals?
Don't throw a giant bee at us because it'll be. even
Boomy's
worse.
just like still like just in the back, like with her quarterstaff faced towards the entrance of the cave.
Why are you all away?
Like, just and leans against the wall, and he starts leaning back, and then like, you see him sort of stop, go, oh shit, moves the spear around to the front of his neck, and then lays back.
Is the bear coming into the cave? Like, is it gonna come sleep in it with us? Or
After this exchange, the bear continues into the cave. It does take a moment to take stock of who is in its cave, but then continues on past you guys where food is promised. And whatever food is there, it will take and go deeper into the cave.
did you guys like sign to Boomy that this is gonna happen?
I don't think we knew what was gonna happen, to be honest. Like, I believe Kaz said that he transmitted the plan was to let the
The
bear go
only
back further
thing
into the
that
cave.
was said in common was, I think we're about to avoid a grisly situation. Everything else pretty much was in bear.
Yeah. I did say I was relaying the information between everyone before. the
Oh,
start
okay,
of that
okay.
game, so.
Cool.
This is
Boomy's like holding her staff and like she's shaking. As
Having
it
just been
passes.
woke a bit like the bear, my stomach's growling, so can we have some food?
The food is taken by the bear, my friend.
oh,
Well,
the rest of the wolf was left out for the bear. We still have the smoked turkey. We have the good stuff.
Oh, no. It's taking the smoked turkey.
No, it's taken
No.
everything from what I
It's taken
understood.
all of our meat.
Mm-hmm.
All of our meat is gone.
Good thing
I
we
just put-
ate last night.
Kaz just reaches
I
into a
took the
pocket, pulls
meat
out a
that I
berry, and eats it.
specifically had put out for it at towards the back edge of the cave away from us.
Yeah, taking
Yeah.
all of your
I just reach into
smoked
a
and cooked
pocket and pull out a handful of berries. Anyone
So we
hungry?
don't have any more food anymore, and we're sleeping in this cave with the bear.
I've got these, and he pulls out like a
Okay,
handful of 10
cool.
berries.
Boomy's probably gonna have to roll a Constitution check because she's not going to sleep with a bear.
Mm.
And
You've gotten.
Anyone
there's
want a
no way
berry?
she's relaxing enough to like
That's fair. That's
sleep
fair.
with a bear
That's fair.
in the cave.
And will attempt to like settle her down if he notices that she's like bolt upright, wide-eyed, like, Boomy, I promise you, I will wake you up if something goes wrong. I I'm staying up for the night.
Passes out.
Did
for a
it
while.
pass my alarms?
It did pass your alarms, yes.
Okay. I might feel better. I might feel like at ease enough to sleep as long as my alarms are still up.
Melvin would attempt a lullaby to calm Boomy. And with the reassurance that your alarms will wake you up if it comes back.
Okay. Roll a performance check for me.
Sure.
And while that is being rolled, Sia would also, because the smoke is still there, Sia would probably use her back hair to blow it out.
Okay.
It was really bad. It was like
It
rock
was really bad.
in a bear cave. When the bear sleeps, you might too. That's all it was.
You might too.
It's not your best work, Melvin. You really need to workshop that. I'm going to be awake for a while, so maybe we can work on it together.
It's like, now I'm going back to sleep.
You just look over and Kaz just sort of chuckles in his sleep after hearing the crap song, and then he just back to snoring. He's just
Rolled a
like,
7.
All right. I will say, for all intents and purposes, based off this transaction, you guys can finish and complete a long rest for those who took it.
so
I think since everyone got woken up, Ondon is not going to wake up anybody else
Boomy
for their
didn't sleep.
watches.
All right. Boomy, did you do a con check?
I got an 18 from my contract.
Okay, you're good. Both you and Ondon are good. You're not exhausted.
Okay.
Galen, what was it you were saying? I missed it.
I thought that Boomy had decided to go to sleep. I didn't realize that she was staying up with me. I was gonna say that he does not wake up anybody else for their watches since they already got woken up once.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I'm awake. Like I'm awake and terrified right now.
I mean, I go back to sleep
Melvin's
for like
lullaby
half an
did
hour.
not. It just didn't do it for me.
It was an embarrassing performance.
And I also rolled like an insight check just to see like if because he rolled a 7
It
and I rolled a
barely
2.
helped.
So or a 3. So yeah. But I'm at full health and I haven't used any spell slots and I passed my Constitution saving throw. So
During the night, I guess Ondon will like tell Boomy stories about like growing up in the woods and in a lake, and ask her where she's from. He never gets like super specific about where he's from. He's just like telling her general woodland stories. She seems uncomfortable in nature.
yeah. I mean, I would listen to your stories and give you very little information about myself, but you would get from our conversations that obviously the woods are not where I like to be, and I really value education, but I'm not in school anymore.
You still haven't quite got your bearings.
I haven't got my bearings in life.
Well, look, it's good that you're taking a pause in your education.
Guys.
Maybe I can help you learn some things about the woods, and like there's like some light lessons about like forestry and things like that, because like I am proficient in nature.
Mm-hmm. I've read a lot of books about nature. Haven't actually experienced it though. And so far I don't like it. At all. It's dirty and cold and there's crazy animals that want to eat us. And apparently goblins live out here.
Goblins live anywhere they can. They're scavengers by nature. They hunt when they're out here because they can't really scavenge, but they'll take what they can. It's just another part of life. And the bear didn't necessarily want to eat us. It likely was just trying to protect its home. If somebody came into your, I think you said the word was laboratory, and started messing with your projects, I'm assuming that you.
Oh, they would have
wouldn't
never
take
got that
kindly
far.
Exactly.
Something would have blown up by accident or purposeful. I'm not a very good scientist.
I think you're a great scientist. I mean, you did that thing with the bell and wire. And
Yeah.
looking at your hands, you've clearly practiced.
Yes. But it's just not good enough. Anyways, and then she her mage hand comes back out with her tools and she starts fiddling with something. She realizes that she can't make anything new because she has not taken a long rest. But she just kind of wrench and messing with all of her inventions already.
This is more of a routine for you at this point.
Yeah, it's more of a routine. It's very therapeutic for you. We run her inventions.
As the last nighttime activity for Ondan, he is going to ask Boomy if she would feel better if he stayed near her, or if he's okay to go out and see if he can gather up some eggs and things for breakfast.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, make a survival check. See what you can get.
That is a nat 20.
Oh, absolutely! You get some eggs.
Woo!
You find you know what you find? You find some falcon eggs.
Okay, yeah. Can I also snare some other stuff too? Just a full breakfast.
You find
a little bit of
falcon
comfort.
eggs. You find a couple of squirrels. Do what you will with those. You find some elderberries. You know, some nice little elderberries.
Can I get some honey too? Because I think I know what I'll make if so.
You know what? Yeah, there's some honey for sure.
He just comes back with
careful,
1,000 bee stings.
Yeah, I am going to sign to you before you come back into the cave. Did you find anything?
Let me show you what I found. Can I?
Don't let the bear see.
Bears.
We
sleep
barely
pretty-
survived last night.
Don't
bears
let it see
sleep
the honey.
pretty deeply.
Yeah, don't let it see the honey, or it's going to put its shirt on and beat you to death.
I read in this book about a Pooh bear.
Now, this is where I have the question of is it a bear made of poo, or is it just a really bad bear?
It's his name.
It's just really bad.
It was like
at
a book
being
of
bear.
fables that I read.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been really bad at being a bear, so it was just poo.
But I'm gonna steal the axe back from Kaz while he's asleep, so that I can use the axe on the embers to start frying eggs.
It's literally just leaning on the rocks at the edge of the fire, so it's just right there.
He's gonna set his spears up so that he can pit roast the squirrels and strip them off, mixing the meat in with the eggs.
How does the bear feel about that?
And then do an elderberry honey jam to go on it.
The bear makes itself known. It doesn't encroach upon you guys too much, but it eventually, as morning comes, you feel almost pressured to leave. Maybe even a bit rushed in all of this endeavorment that you're taking to make breakfast. But it's there. The bear is there, making itself known. It's almost like every 10 minutes shuffling 5 to 10 feet closer to you guys, just kind of edging you guys out, trying to, it looks like.
Guys, I really think we should get the fuck out of here.
Sia would
That is an
probably
astute
have
observation.
woken up at the earliest time for the
Mhm.
long rest, and
Yeah.
she would already be ready to go.
We should avoid pausing.
Yeah, there's a bear in here. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I packed up all my tools and have everything's packed up. I'm at the entrance of the cave, it's like a hobo pack. Let's go.
breakfast
It's
is
time
just
to go.
stuffed in leaves for people to eat on the go.
Okay.
I go to pick mine up, and then it just gets eaten by a head that comes out of my hood. It's up down.
He absolutely made a extra tiny portion for your pet, by the way. Now that he knows that it exists, it's part of the plan.
Yes.
Okay. He's holding two, and he looks at one, looks at the other, and goes, "Okay, well that one's definitely yours."
All right. This, as you guys are leaving the cave, this is probably a good spot to stop for this week's session. Experience points. Let's talk about it. So a brown bear's experience points is 200. Whether you've killed it or not, you've experienced it. So, and because the encounter was dealt with in, I'm gonna use quotes, diplomatic ways, I'm gonna allow the full credit of experience points. So 200 experience points divvied up between the seven of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah,
There's
7.
5 of there's
Yeah,
It's about 20.
including the others that aren't.
Yeah.
okay.
We'll keep it simple. So I'll do the math and update the tracker. And I'm gonna also
28.5. So do you want us to round up or down?
round up.
Okay, so 29.
We had 84.
We still haven't leveled up.
Yeah, you've got a little bit left over before level 2. I think
Yeah.
the
I think it's 2.
It's 300.
300? Okay.
Outside of the bear encounter, surviving one night in the wilderness of Merkstead will grant each person 10 experience points.
Sick.
And for funsies, the DM was pleased with the role playing, so everyone gets an extra 5 points.
Sick.
Nice.
Nice.
Now,
I love that.
just math purposes, 6 would make it a set an even 100.
You know what? Let's tack on that extra one then.
Yeah, save it all for everyone.
Thank you, DM. Thank you.
We're a third of the way there.
It would irk me if I did leave it at 99. Knowing that it's at 99 would irk me.
It would bother
Are
me
you one of
too.
those-
I'd see that 99 and be like, oh,
Are you one of those people that can't have the volume at a 4?
no.
Even
It has to- it has to be a
even
5
out of
or a 0.
character, I'm always negotiation first.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so and that for those who are watching, we were going to end tonight's session, but we're going to pick up again, hopefully without any interruptions, next week, depending on schedules. As we are trying to make this a weekly thing, if at the very least a bi-weekly thing. And we will get more deets in terms of, I know we mentioned earlier in the stream, if you were here for it, there is the donation for art. Is that still going on, D?
Yeah, it is still going on. And if you join the Discord, it's discord.gg/DND with D. We have the tokens for trans kids area that you can ask the artist, or you have to make a donation.
Yeah.
It's within the news and events tab.
Yeah, exactly. And he is more than happy. There is a wait, but he is more than happy. It doesn't matter how much you donate. He will make the tokens for us. But I know we have 9 people. Do you want to raid Lord
yes.
Gasimba?
How do I do that? Please tell me how.
So you / raid, and then
in chat.
Yeah, in your chat. And Lord Gasimba is one of the guys who always raids us on Sunday nights.
Okay. Lord.
I can put it in the.
Yes, I acknowledge that's weird.
Also, we do stream our Curse of Strahd game on Sundays on my channel, and Chris is more than welcome to stream it on his as well. But we're on session 6.
Yes.
7?
Yep, that sounds
Yes.
right. It's 6. I'm 6.
Yeah, they just got to Valaki. I DM this one, and Ange and Chris are players, and it's also kind of dark. So if you have a dark sense of humor, then please join us. But
I mean, that is Curse of Strahd in a nutshell.
yeah, super fun.
Where'd
There's
you put-
content warnings.
There is content. There's some
Oh,
pretty dark stuff.
oh, sorry, I put it in separate chat. So /raid.
Got it. Let's see if this
Uh,
works.
I will go over there. He always raids us with like 90 people. So
How many people do you need for affiliate?
I think I did it.
You can
75.
average of 3 per stream with 100 followers.
what was it,
Yeah.
100 now?
Yeah, they've changed the numbers.
Mm.
I got
Sleep
mine
well,
like 2
Shelley.
months ago, so.
Yeah, totally.
I think I got mine like a year ago and then like stopped
I did.
streaming.
All right, we're raiding.
Yeah, we did.
Throw some stuff in chat. You did it. You did it.
Yep, we're already over there.
You did the thing.
Uh-huh.
Just make sure you stop streaming because it will come back to you.
Oh, let me
You
stop that.
continue to.
Yeah, I've stopped.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
stopped.
yeah.
Yeah, if you leave your stream running and then they end
Yeah.
theirs, it will just go straight back to you. I had that happen when a friend of mine
Mhm.
raided me, and then like an hour later, I stopped streaming and it went straight back to them, and they were just sat there watching YouTube.
Yeah, your camera will turn back on and if your camera's on and you're